Hello everyone, we're Tensor Korea, and this is our project. People eat bread, pasta, chips, or basically any kind of gluten product on a daily basis. However, people with gluten intolerance suffer from abdominal pain, diarrhea, depression, or chronic fatigue due to the same products. About 1 in 100 suffer from gluten intolerance, and this might seem insignificant, but this is actually equal to 760 million people. The increased percentage of gluten intolerance has also grown in recent years, from 8% to 21% in only a decade. This is obviously very serious, and people with gluten intolerance can't enjoy regular meals. So what is gluten? Well, to simplify, gluten is the name for proteins in grains, like wheat, barley, rye, etc. To be more exact, gluten is a family of proteins that consist of gluten and gliadin. Between these two, gliadin is responsible for sickness and may even result in celiac disease, which is a very serious autoimmune disease. Unfortunately, there are no decent cures. Currently, only two methods exist. 1. Regularly consume medicine, or 2. Just avoid gluten products in general. We repeat, this is not a real solution. And that's why we're here. To suggest and develop a practical cure to deal with this persistent discomfort. This is Tensor Korea. We don't look like much, but each of us embodies a unique color that allows our project to flourish. So, what's our objective? It's pretty simple actually. To eliminate food restrictions for everyone and create freedom in diet. Sound good? Well, listen up. Tensor's goal is to use a non-dietary therapy that utilizes synthetic biology, which will allow people with gluten intolerance to effectively digest and enjoy gluten foods. To achieve this, Tensor Korea created a recombinant plasmid and inserted it into gut bacteria. Here's a more descriptive explanation of our recombinant plasmid. The gene that Tensor is focusing on is dipeptidopeptidase 4, or DPP4, which encodes an enzyme for the decomposition of gluten. This gene was inserted to the iGem provided vectors through infusion cloning based on the 3A assembly method. Now before we move on, let's return to the DPP4 gene. Although it is capable of gluten digestion, there are also a few additional effects that are to be considered. For one, excessive expression of DPP4 may induce stress and inflammation, or perhaps even lead to diabetes. To counter this, Tensor has added the Anderson promoter to our recombinant plasmid that regulates gene expression in 3 different levels to achieve optimal expression of DPP4 in an individual. In other words, we've created 3 customized designs that will allow for low, medium, and high DPP4 gene expression, so that the control over the expression of DPP4 will minimize the negative side effects and lead to a happy diet. This is the recombinant plasmid that is inserted into the gut microbiome, which is then embedded into a bacteria-favorable yogurt for the subsequent probiotic administration. Thus, we're left with the end product of a yogurt that has the potential to reduce the burden of 1% of the population. This study proposes a potential novel treatment of gluten-related disorders through recombinant gut bacteria, and I hope all of you guys will look at our project and think that maybe in the future, people with gluten intolerance may actually be free from their burdens and enjoy a happy diet and a healthy one. Thank you.